Western education and lifestyle clashed with traditional Islamic values. Debate over Jinnah's personal religiosity and commitment to Islamic principles. His marriage to Ratanbai Petty, a Parsi, and her conversion to Islam caused backlash. Departure from the Indian National Congress led to accusations of abandoning Indian unity. Ideological differences with Gandhi over non-violence and religion-based politics created friction. To-nation theory criticized for dividing India along religious lines. Evolution from secular nationalist to Muslim nationalist raises questions of consistency. Demand for a separate Muslim state is criticized for causing bloodshed. Conflicting interpretations of Jinnah's statements make his vision for Pakistan unclear. Debate over whether Jinnah envisioned a secular or Islamic state. Inability to prevent communal violence during partition is criticized. Rushed border demarcation process partly attributed to Jinnah's insistence on a swift partition. Decisions leading to Punjab's division caused massive displacement and deaths. Acceptance of Bengal's division remains controversial. Handling of the Kashmir conflict left the issue unresolved. Critics claim Jinnah sidelined dissenting voices within the Muslim League. Singular leadership style seen as suppressing alternative leaders. Centralized authority alienating regional leaders. Reliance on bureaucracy rather than democratic institutions is debated. Concealing his tuberculosis diagnosis is criticized as a lack of transparency. Declaring Urdu as Pakistan's national language alienated Bengali speakers. Failure to address Pakistan's cultural diversity is criticized. Engagement with urban elites alienated rural populations. Policies allegedly undermined Sindhi culture and identity. Western habits and attire viewed as incompatible with Islamic values by some. Appointment of Ahmadis to key positions sparked controversy among Islamic factions. Unclear stance on implementing Sharia has caused long-standing debates. Critics argue Jinnah appeased conservative religious leaders for political gain. Assurances of minority rights questioned as either sincere or strategic. Sidelining Islamic scholars during Pakistan's creation remains debated. Critics claim Jinnah underestimated the scale of the refugee problem after partition. Forced migration of millions attributed to partition policies. Lack of an economic plan for Pakistan is often criticized. Inability to forge unity among Pakistan's provinces is a contentious issue. Reliance on the military seen as setting a dangerous precedent. Critics argue Jinnah's image overshadows other freedom fighters. Claims of excessive glorification in Pakistan's official history. Commitment to democracy debated due to his centralization of power. Suppression of political dissent within the Muslim League raises questions. Limited engagement with women's rights issues is criticized. Policies left Pakistan-India relations in turmoil. Close ties with Britain during negotiations seen as controversial. Early push toward Western alignment criticized. Handling of the Kashmir issue seen as a missed opportunity for peace. Decisions during partition worsen relations with neighboring countries. Estrangement from his daughter, Dina, has been a topic of discussion. Reserved nature and limited personal interactions draw criticism. Absence from grassroots activism is often highlighted. Critics argue Jinnah lacked a strong connection with ordinary Muslims. Questions raised over whether Jinnah had a sustainable long-term vision for Pakistan